Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Yes, let's. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. Oh, wow. Immediately throwing them back in the stand. Hi. Are you guys worried now? Hi, Gregson. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination. Oh, yeah, Governor. I did, Gav, I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. God, blimey. This is going to be hard work. Yeah, these two people though, jeez. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Winniebanks. Well, it was Bedlam Soonest, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to put me dukes out with Lucy Lockets. Yeah, so they pretty much just claimed that they had no time to even do anything within the shop, right? So, However, that was a lie. You brothers. God, blimey. Yes. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never done nothing of the sort. How did you figure that out? Oh. Oh. Oops. Oops. You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. Yeah, it's pretty much perjury at this point of time, right? So... Oh no. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. Ah, are you guys scared now? You better tell the truth. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more, girl. Yeah. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. Yes, very good. Please, just say the truth. Okay, for your sakes. Illegal entry, the whole truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshots, see, made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. Oh. Lummy, it didn't half give you a fright. We was thinking the shooter had come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it and scuppered straight into him at the black. It's amazing how they managed to put everything back in the same position with just a very slight deviation. That is impressive. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Oh, okay. So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Winniebank's countertop on the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that clarification. Sorry. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you make us sound a bit more cutthroat? You expect him to make you guys sound dangerous with how you look and what you did? Try a little bit harder next time, I guess. It can't just be coincidence that this man showed up at Winniebanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Oh. Okay, that is interesting. Yes, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well, say it, Ringo, me old China. We only land ourselves in even more trouble. And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landing yourselves in even more trouble. Yeah, congratulations. That's rotten luck. It's not just luck, guys. Says the rotten apple eater. Oh. Witnesses. Explain your actions to the court. Why do you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up. Sorry. Oh god, these two. I don't know whether they're comical or they're just here to be like some scapegoats or something. It's weird. It's just weird. So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright? Blimey, me think Granny would have woken up by the bang. Big Bravia screamed like a blooming baby and fell over the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. They got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked scales on the floor. You've really mastered working quietly then. I find this statement a little bit sus by itself. Being shocked and then dropping the items and eventually putting the items back in the exact same position they were. I really doubt anyone is able to do that. And to that degree of accuracy as well, I really think that there's something wrong here. What a racket. Me Granny would have been scared back into the grave and clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some. I mean, it was quite as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam! Oh, he's angry. And picture the scene, right? I hear the shot, the next thing I know, there's a skull rolling across the floor. That deafening bang in the pitch black, I ain't gonna forget that in a hurry, I can tell ya. And yet, despite being so scared, you had the composure to tidy the mess you made? Eh? What do you mean, Guff? I would imagine most people would have left the rolling skull and fled without a second thought. That too, right? If you heard a gunshot, I really don't think that you would even go through the mental effort of deciding, oh, I dropped these things, let me just arrange them again. No, that doesn't sound right at all. I want to come with endless fish and chips too. Yeah, the fish and chips look so good. I want it to. Do you want to give the skulking bros a bad name? If nothing else, we are Heidi. Well, pardon me for the slander. Wow. Okay, let's go back to that statement again. And I would like to press it and see what Gregson has to say about this. So we're gonna go a long way to that part. Yes. Yeah, just look at the amount of items that they were dropping. I really don't think this is possible. Okay, yes. Oh, nope. Nom. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. I don't think Ryu is, but yeah. No, something to add about their testimony? You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? Yes, Gregson, please. As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. This is going to be a very long night. You guys, did it? You claim you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Might have, Gav, might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still, I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a little sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Oh, even the judge has enough of this. We get it right this time. Yes, you better. You better. That's it. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, Van Zix will not take any of this crap. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs. Uh-oh. Right you are, Gov. Jeez. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." Okay. So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did, Gov, we did. Oh. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam. Oh. Kind of thing. Oh. A career in acting tragically missed. Yeah, they probably would have been able to do better on like stage instead of whatever thievery they were doing at this point. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could. From the other side of the door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Widibank? On me Granny's life, cause it was. On his Granny life, cause it was. Okay, so they do confirm it. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Widibank and the sound of his voice? So that would mean what? Oh my god, these guys. They are just slowly revealing every single part of the case to us, which I appreciate them for. Thank you very much, sirs, for making my life easier, you know. I appreciate it, thank you. What, Nash? What? Any ideas? Maybe used as comic relief? They're definitely comic relief here. Yes, counsel, indeed it would. Dumb, yes, very dumb. Nah. We didn't know the geezer. Then why do you just say that you can confirm that was his voice? How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in all the fancy clobbers giving us the evil eye? I mean, are you really gonna address Van Zix like that? If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. On Granny's life it is. On his Granny's life it must be. My god. It's a good job his Granny's dead. Oh man, Rio, please. Oh no. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor. Yeah, make it sound like you're clumsy. Are you not?
don't forget we tied it up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it.
Okay. The bloke what on... Oh wait. Wait, is this a new... Oh, this is a new thing. The bloke that owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl? Wait, what? You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands?
Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have got pretty heated.
What?
I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot. Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone being himself, of course. Yes, that is exactly what he always says. Good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided. Yes, very misguided.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was going to shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. Very wish he'd squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me the gun."
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot?
It was more or less at the same time, girl.
Oh.
Give me the gun. Bam.
Okay.
Kinda thing.
Yes, a career in acting very tragically missed. Aww.
Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead quiet. Oh my god, can I just say when he smiles, when he does the derpy smile like this, it's so cute. It's super cute. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up.
Okay. Lummy, it didn't half give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out of the door and get us next.
Still dumb though? Yes, still dumb.
So, you didn't try to open the storm door then?
Not your life. It went definitely quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. By the way, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gav. It was from the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we?
Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole or a spy hole, perhaps?
Don't ring no bells. Don't ring no lights. Don't light no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We are still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... Yes, we'll really cut the mustard. Don't look at Gregson. Okay. Please, cut it out. he's so done with the two of them.
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there unconscious, with the gun in her hand. Oh wait, guys. Oh, I see what's the problem here already. Okay, I see what's the problem here. There's a very big contradiction already. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gav, that's right. Couldn't have even if you wanted to.
Okay, let me just tell you guys why I say that there's something very wrong with whatever has happened so far. Alright, let me go to... Oh, I can't even show the correct record here. So remember where Gina was lying? She was lying on the right side of the thing, right? So if that's the case, Oh wait, I can present evidence. Okay. Let me just show you here. So, okay, Gino was lying technically was on the right side of Mr. Windybank, right? And Mr. Windybank was of course on the left. However, he was shot on the back. So if Gina aimed from the bottom and shot him that way, then doesn't the residue at the back not make sense? I would think that it doesn't make sense. That's what I think. But we'll see. Okay, anyway, I don't want to present. Yes, I want to press. Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Also, there's a problem with the number of guns now. There seems to be 3 guns involved, but there's only 2. I don't know whether I'm misunderstanding it, but that's what I'm gathering anyway. Oh, we was a bit hasty there. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when your lot turned up. If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand. Good advice, miss, good advice. Truth be told, me mind went totally blank. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand. Oh wow, Iris is pissed off, jeez. Mental note made, miss. After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers of Summit, so they clapped the derbies on us like winking. There's a lot of terms in here that I have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm just gonna try to understand. And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct? Well, yeah. But listen, that proves it, doesn't it, eh? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Oh crap, sorry, I didn't mean to press that. That was dumb. That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony? What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. Oh. It's nothing more than a feeling though. I have no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why, that's all. Okay. I think you should trust your instincts. Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. Aww. Yeah, she truly is really, really smart. So, okay. I'm going to go to this one again. Yeah, press. And why should we believe that? Eh? What? Cause it's true, innit? The place was totally empty when we went in. At the time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these 2 witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windybank. Correct? You've got it, mister. Down to the T. So the Skulking brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windybank? Ooh. Is that really true, I wonder? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's think about this for a bit then. Okay. Let's see. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." The bloke that owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. This is the thing that I find something wrong with. Didn't they say that this was found in... Yeah, Gina was holding this. What? So, whose gun is whose now? This is weird. Oh, I can't press this? That reveals a damning inconsistency, that last statement. Damning, you say? As I look at you, Counsel, I see your trembling hand, your pale expression, and your perspiring brow. I'm not doing any of those, but thanks. Huh? It seems to me that is the damning inconsistency here, with the misplaced confidence of your assertion. God damn it. He has a damning tongue. God damn it. You invited, sir. I'm sorry. Fine. This is that statement itself is very strange. I really think that there's something wrong with this, but let me take a risk. Let me present this. Wait, is it this one or this one? This one, right? This one shows that Gina is the one holding his gun. So how exactly is this happening? Let me try presenting this. Am I right? You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Wittibang, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gav. You've got the picture. So I was on the right track then. Fine. Yes, Nash. Yes. No question. And yet, the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Wittibang was not in possession of a firearm of any description. You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, Counsel.
Yeah, that's right. Too right, Nash. Too right. The old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl, eh?
Highly likely. No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence. Continue the cross-examination, Counsel, and heed my earlier warning, witnesses all. That was interesting.
A skulkin's never skulkin.
Okay, thanks. Wait, so I was on the right track. They stopped me there. But oh, is there something else I have to press again? Instant death due to a single bullet wound from the back. There are no other signs of trauma. This is the biggest issue now. They keep saying that he's shot from the back. But if they were doing the portrayal just now, he can only be shot from the front. But where do I present that? Where can I present that? That doesn't make sense. Relative positions of the main shop and the rear storeroom. I mean, we never even had a chance, did we? Do I present this just because they could have shot him from the window itself? Is that a thing? That sounds so far-fetched though. That sounds so far-fetched. I'm gonna try. Even if I fail this, it's okay because I will take the fail here. Nope, it's wrong. Okay. There's clearly something odd about the last statement made by the witness. There is clearly something odd here indeed. Your behavior, Counsel. Oh, please, don't mind me. What? That would be significantly easier if you would lower your hand. I'm sorry, Judge. Thank you, Counsels. I've seen enough. According to the powers vested in me by Her Majesty the Queen, I declare no further examination necessary. As such, I shall be requesting the final decisions of the members of the jury. Are you all ready, Mr. Foreman? Absolutely, my good sir. Oh, then please announce your findings to the court. Oh, sad. This is actually a difficult testimony to play on. This is a very difficult testimony. I may actually be on the very wrong track here, but I would like to know. I hereby declare the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, guilty. Damn! I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen and the jury, I applaud your considered and expedient deliberations. Court is adjourned. No. Wow, sad. Okay. Yes, I would like to retry for this scene, please. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? When my logical reasoning is telling me that because this is his gun, if he was holding his gun, then Gina would be holding another person's gun. But if that's the case, there's two guns involved plus a third gun where the thieves used to fire at Sholmes. So that means that there's one missing gun throughout the entire thing. But I don't know where to actually mention this because it feels as though maybe I'm jumping a bit too many steps ahead. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try to present something here. Something that I never thought of until now. Which is, if he was holding the gun, but there's no gun on him right here. Is this one I'm supposed to present? Oh my god. That was... Oh god. You know, I was definitely not expecting it to be this particular statement, but okay. Fine. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gav. You've got a picture. Yes, Nash, yes. No question.
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description. I probably should have been more careful for this. I'm sorry, guys.
Eh? You what? Gordon Bennett, then right?
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand.
Yeah, that Molotola used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Bam. Kinda thing.
Stay exactly where you are, right there.
Eh?
If the crime had taken place as you so colourfully described in your testimony, it will give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. Look at that. I was on the right track, but I went one step ahead. Like, just a little bit ahead. Goodness, are you sure, counsel? You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments? The autopsy report, because they said that it was fired from the back. Right, like, yeah, a single bullet wound from the back. So... According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind.
Ah.
So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mrs. Skalkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the God's honest truth. It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot at night, the shopkeeper had a gun in his hand, and we saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun. Oh.
Something like that. Might have slipped out.
Oh, you guys, what exactly are you still hiding from me? Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulking brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Nash, yeah!
God, you guys, how many lies are they gonna tell me? Order! Witnesses, explain yourself at once.
Well, the thing is, we're supposed to,
Uh-oh. It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
I feel so sorry, Governor. The truth is, see, we, Cut it out, Nash. Cut it out. If you blab now, you know what it'll do to us.
He? Who are they talking about? Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There's no other option available to you.
Rev, come on, the game's up. But you'll have our guts for gutters.
In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. Oh, wow. On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well, do we have to?
On pain of death, I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Jeez.